1-1 the score. Despite their futility offensively over 2 days, the Guardians now just one big hit away from forcing the game 3. Neither starter went 5 innings. Both bullpens terrific. And here's another new pitcher for Detroit. Their fourth, the big right-hander Troy Melton. Got into just 16 games in the regular season. He came up in July, pitching to C.J. Kafis, who has one of the Guardians' hits. They have only 2. Here's a good look at how difficult it is now for the hitters in the shadows. The mound in the bright sunshine, as is the background.
1-2.
Kafis singled in the 5th inning with 2 outs. Their only other hit was the home run by Valera that started the scoring in the 1st inning. They've had 3 other base runners on walks. Kafis did well to foul away a 99-mile-an-hour pitch.
Might see a little small ball here. If you get guys on base with these shadows, as a hitter, it's understanding that you can't see the ball that well. So anything off speed looks pretty firm. Just falls right off into the ground.
Down to first and gobbled up by Torkelson, to Melton covering for the out.
So hard for the Guardians to get that first runner on base. Just hasn't been there these games. Both these games. Totally different what happened during the regular season, especially in September when they played this Tiger team.
We've had the lead man on only once today. That was on a leadoff walk to Jose Ramirez from Mize, the starter in the 4th. Mize was lifted right after that. And Manzardo followed by hitting into a double play. Brayan Rocchio takes a borderline strike. And then he fouls one at the plate. Rocchio 0 for 2 today. He'll be followed by Stephen Kwan. Well hit ball to right. Way back and gone! Brayan Rocchio has given Cleveland the lead. Just his 2nd career postseason home run. He had only 5 in the regular season, but one of those was the dramatic walk-off winner here in their regular season finale on Sunday in a 9-8 win over Texas. Well, you had a feeling, Todd, that Detroit, squandering all these opportunities, was giving Cleveland the chance. And now if their pitcher, Cade Smith, can hold off Detroit in the 9th, we'll have a game 3 here tomorrow. Rocchio's other postseason home run was in game 1 against the New York Yankees last year at Yankee Stadium. The ball outside to Kwan.
That was on an 0-2 pitch, 100-mile-per-hour fastball.
They have 3 hits, now they have 4. Stephen Kwan's first hit of this series. Into the right field corner, he's going to pull up at second base as it's played back in by Perez.
Yeah, if you get Kwan going too, this team is going to be hard to beat. But let's go back to the home run here. With the shadows, sunball, and then it's in there. Boom, fastball. Just tucked his hands in so perfect. And the noise right off the bat, you knew it had a chance. The wind wasn't holding that up. Again, fastball. center cut right down the plate. Rocchio's got to be feeling really good. So this Guardians fans, they needed that. Only a couple hits today and 2 big home runs by Valero and Rocchio.
He's a young man who was sent down to the minors in the middle of the season. They asked him to work on playing second base. He was their shortstop. He came back and improved their defense by being a very good second baseman. And now he's had a couple of clutch hits in the last few days. Both of them home runs. And that's the home run ball for that lucky fan. Now a chance for some insurance. Schneemann hits it hard in right field. That'll bring home Kwan. Schneemann into second. It's 3-1 Guardians.
Hitting is contagious. Once you get a taste and a smell of it, good things to happen. The home run, back-to-back doubles. And this is the Guardians team that we've known before.
They find a way. It isn't pretty, but it's usually right on time. That was the first at bat of this game with a runner in scoring position for the Guardians. Schneemann, a double to bring in Kwan. Back-to-back doubles. Both bullpens outstanding in this instance. A.J. Hinch gave the ball to Melton in a tie game in the bottom of the 8th, and he has not gotten the job done. Given up 3 extra base hits.
You got a base open here too. You want to keep this lead to 2 or less.
So here comes Hinch. With Ramirez coming back up. So the 24-year-old Melton departs. 3-1 Cleveland. We're in the 8th. The Cleveland Guardians have done almost nothing with the bats for 2 days. Brayan Rocchio, a 1-out solo homer here in the 8th inning to give Cleveland the lead. Then back-to-back doubles. Stephen Kwan brought home by Daniel Schneemann. It's 3-1 Guardians. They are 1 for 1 with runners in scoring position. Detroit is 1 for 12. So here's Brant Herter, the lefty, as Rocchio basks in the glow. Ramirez, the scheduled hitter. 44 appearances now, including the regular season for Herter. Did not work yesterday. They intentionally walked Ramirez, as you might expect. They want to make him bat left-handed whenever they could. It wouldn't make sense to pitch him with a lefty. So he's at first, Schneemann at second, and Manzardo having a problem with the pitch count. Mark Manzardo, rather the hitter, as Herter is having trouble with the pitch count. We've seen that a couple of times through these playoffs. Dylan Dingler does call all the pitches. A.J. Hinch told us that before. Yep. The pitchers are not calling their own games. It's Dingler. How about those numbers? 16 innings. They have 1 extra base hit, 6 hits, 2 runs. They've matched the run total in this inning. Tripled the extra base hits. And had half as many hits as they had in 16 innings. That's Guard's ball.
Who doesn't love baseball?
You never know.
You do.
You have to get great pitching to play the way they do, and they're getting it. They've gotten it throughout the second half of the season to make the improbable run from 15.5 games out to win the division. Biggest deficit overcome to win a division or league. Manzardo takes a strike. Left-handed hitters hit just 183 against Herder. Manzardo's 0 for 3. 3-1 Cleveland. Bottom of the 8th. If they win, there'll be a game 3 tomorrow. Waving, swing and a miss, and a sweeping, breaking ball.
Yeah, sinker sweeper guy. He's more sweeper to left-handers. And again, with these shadows, it's hard to pick up with the lankiness of Herder on the mound.
Manzardo 0 for 1 in his career against Herder. Off the end of the bat to the second baseman. Torres throw to first. And Torkelson got there, almost got tangled up with Herder covering. So they get the out at first. The runners move up. Now 2 men in scoring position.
Torkelson went after the ball. One of those decisions kind of lollygagged over to first, but he knew how much time he really had. His foot, fortunate for the Tigers, landed right on the base. There could have been some problems again.
Here's Bo Naylor, 0 for 3 today. 0 for 4 in his career against this pitcher. Trying to knock in perhaps 2 more runs with a hit. Then he takes a strike on the inside corner. Herder's second-year pitcher, broke in last year, late in the season. Pulled foul down the first base line. Looking ahead to the 9th inning. The Tigers will have Torres, Carpenter, and Torkelson due up. That's A.J. Hinch would want to get up there. Banya's scheduled to hit 4th. The 0-2 pitch. Popped out of play behind home plate. Now the shadows really all over the place. How much more problematic does that make it for these fielders, whether they're in the shadows or the shade?
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal for the fielders. I just think as a hitter, you got to focus on one spot until you get to 2 strikes, and then it's good luck from there.
The 1-2 pitch is low and away. That shadow now almost all the way out to the mound. Once it gets past the mound, is that easier for the hitters, or is the fact that the background is so bright out behind second base?
Yeah, it's the background. That's the biggest issue.
And that's going to be a factor for a while. From 0-2 to 2-2. And he fouled it off his foot. At least Naylor's trying to convince the umpire he did. So far, no call of a foul ball. Nobody's made a call. Some of the Tigers are running off the field. Naylor's still at the home plate area. Neither umpire made a call. And here comes Vic Carapazza, the crew chief. And he's calling it a foul ball.
See, it got jammed. Almost definitely hit the top of the foot.
It definitely did. Thought for a moment Naylor might have been an excellent actor, but right off the top of his foot. So he's waging a tough at bat. 3-1 Cleveland in the 8th inning. If they win, there's a deciding game 3 tomorrow. The 2-2 pitch hit in the air and right back by the wall. Perez, that one's gone. What has gotten into these Cleveland Guardians? Bo Naylor, a 3-run homer.
We've been talking about shadows. I don't think they care about them. They're unleashing here in the 8th inning.
First career postseason homer for Naylor. Arias hits a ground ball to second. He's thrown out by Torres. Well, what an amazing turn of events. Bo Naylor caps a 5-run inning. And the pitch down and away, he was able to get down there and pull it. And these big hits come from guys who haven't hit very much in the regular season. But they seem to time it right over and over again. 6-1 Guardians. We go to the 9th. They're trying to force a Game 3 tomorrow.